All right, folks, what's happening? I know you guys will be checking in as we go. I'm a little ragged. I didn't realize it snuck up on me. I'm a couple minutes behind here. Actually, I'm not behind, but I mean physically I'm behind. I got here on time. It's 8:30. I know we got people out in West Virginia. We got people back home. We're live out here in Angel Fire, New Mexico. Chris Cooper, what's happening? I'm just going to chill out here for a little bit and try to get my bearings a little. I got a map. I got my phone. Just got my beer. Steven here filled my team wine box up. Got you guys going here. Kyle Beckel, Ronnie Calhoun, what's up? Got my Santa Fe Brewing. That's kind of hard to see out there. There you go, Santa Fe Brewing. This is a nut brown ale, pretty tasty. So, gonna go local while we're out here. This, absolutely not local. This is cheap ass box wine you can buy anywhere, but I like it. And it's just a house, right? Wasn't bad. I didn't cuss that much. I didn't drop the F-bomb. Yes, I'm wearing my glasses because I've got notes and
you're blind.
I'm blind. So, where are we at here? The camera it's like, got to sit up and look at the camera. Darren Hall, what's happening? Don Masoli. Don, are you back in Texas? Or are you out traveling somewhere? Desiree joined too. Hey, Des was like right over here and she joined. She's supposed to be sitting over here.
Oh, yeah?
No, you can't. I got a seat for you.
Oh, okay.
You can still watch it, but yeah, just leave your phone with Gail. Well, you guys can just come over here and watch. The girls are totally bailing us. They're over there chatting on the couch, so they're ignoring us. PJ, what's happening? Hey, PJ, have you ever checked in before? PJ Brun, Stillwater, how are you? Okay, we've got a few people checked in, and I'm gonna try to get organized here. This is a little hometown shout out. John Denton, right there. It's got phone numbers. You probably can't read it, but and this is his business, so we can hook you guys up. They do a little mortgage services on the side. Here, let's get the shout out to the Hunt. Got to roll it. Hunt Mortgage Services right there. So yes, I have the koozie. Drinking my Santa Fe Nut Brown Ale. Speaking of which, John Denton just checked in. Angela Cordes checked in from West Virginia. West Virginia. It would be raining here, and I heard possibly you guys were getting rain in West Virginia. So Steve and Angela, give us an update on the weather conditions here. It is pouring here, which is fine because we got a whole day of nothing, so it can rain all night. We don't care. Notice we got all of our bikes chilling out here. Thanks to Stephen Smith, my buddy, sitting over here to my left, which still feels like my right on camera because he is on the right side on the camera, but everything's reversed, and I always screw that up. All right, so I guess my audio is good. John can't hear me. Is that just a John thing, or is that a me thing? So let me know if you guys are having trouble hearing me. Oh, Steven, you guys are live on another channel from Mountain Bike Nationals. So you got races going on, or are you guys just hanging there live? Lots of rain. We'll keep you posted. Well, it's just going to be muddy out there, Angela. It's sandy, so it should be good. Other half of the Den Clan checked in. Jeremy Black, what's happening? Just back from Wheeler, man. Jeremy Black's hooked. He's hooked on the road racing. Okay. Man, what do we got here? Steven, what you got in there?
A little bit of wine.
Oh yeah. We've got a new team wine box member here, possibly. I'm telling you. Just John, he's old. He's only got a year or two on me, so shut it, Cooper. Dustin Easter. Elk City, bro, what's happening? I remember this Dustin Easter kid. You have like 3 kids now, right, Dustin? I remember when you were like 15. That's when I started riding. Man, it's been a long time since then. Oh, goodness. All right. So I just been talking. I think I can get away without the glasses now. We'll see. Quit the giggling. So I've got some guests. Steven's my only guest because the girls are over there on the couch ignoring us, but we'll get to them in a minute. Desiree and Gail are over there chit-chatting. Hopefully we'll get them on camera and talk to them. Like I said, we're live here in Angel Fire. We came out 2 days ago. Been doing some riding. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Just taking a vacation. I'm doing a little riding. I'm not doing too much. You know, like I said, you guys know I'm still recovering from, 4 weeks out of, little scope surgery. So I'm doing some road and doing some gravel, and these guys are doing the hard stuff, and I'm just driving the car and sagging. So it's all good.
Doing a little bit of hill climbing today.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There was some. You guys got like just under 4,000.
Yeah, I believe so.
3,500. So we'll talk about that in a minute too. I got like 1,200. So, and at one point thought I was going to die. So, but we don't want to go there. Let's see. All right, John. We'll see you later. Yeah, we'll be on here a while because you know me. I'm long-winded. So, Colin, greetings from the other side of the mountain for sure. Sorry we missed you the other night. We still hope we're going to try to transition and get over there and see you guys. Tom, what's happening? In fact, Colin, I'll talk about you guys more here in a little bit. I got to shout out to people that we know and are up in here and we in this area that we've run into. But okay, that's set. So let's go ahead and move into some details, and then I'm going to do some just chatting with Stephen, Desiree, if she gets off the couch. And then I'd like to introduce you to Gail. Gail is robo host, I guess is what Des said. So Gail and her son Clay and their family, they own this cabin, and so they have just communicated that information to us and let us come up here and stay with them. And Gail's up here just chilling out, doing some reading, preparing some of her lessons for her job, and cooking us breakfast. It's like we're totally getting spoiled up here. Gail is just the bomb. I'm totally not saying bomb.com. That's just the bomb. That's all. There's no .com. That doesn't work for me. So, Little John, what's happening, man? Sorry we missed you today. We weren't there very long, and and I was just driving the sag wagon anyway because I can't ride for crap. So, man, I hope we can link up with you sometime. But it's crazy, and I know you're busy as well too. Adrian Morgan, what's happening? Ryan Palomba, GT Giorgito, what's up? Those guys are all checking in. Little John and I we go way back to Lake Tom Steed, and he's out here and lives in Taos and does his thing out there. Ryan, what's going on, brother? Okay, so let's see. I got off track again, which happens like 30,000 times during every one of these. So let's get some business done. Update on Moonshine Madness. So we had Moonshine Madness last weekend, and then we blew straight up here the day after that. So Moonshine Madness, Lake Murray, Celestial, and those guys and gals went out and knocked out one heck of a course. And honestly, I think it would make a great cross-country course, let alone a Moonshine Madness endurance 4-hour course. So it was hard. It was technical in some parts. There was some climbing, fast in other parts. The weather was pretty good considering it's Oklahoma. It was hot again, but the humidity wasn't quite as crazy as Draper, so I think everybody survived a little bit better. Bummed that not everybody, we didn't have the numbers Man, it's a beautiful place out there, though. If you guys could ever get out to Lake Murray,
That is a fun place to go.
yeah. So Stephen, so you did. You know what? Let's wait. I want to talk to you about all this, but I want to lead into it with something else. Okay. Ashley Treadway, what's going on? Say hey to Chris for me, and I'm glad you're checking in too. George, you love that place, so shut it. You know you love Steve. That's your favorite trail ever. Trust me, I'm so busy and lazy. I don't know. I got too many irons in the fire. There's no way I'm ever going to get that trail open again. So you're safe. You're safe. That was a tough course, but great riding. Jeremy referring to Murray. So, yeah, I think everybody across the board pre-rode it, said, man, this is a fun course. It's going to be good. And then everybody, after about the second lap, they're like, man, this is really freaking hard. So I think everybody's tune changed a little bit. So anyway, so Moonshine was great. I don't know. I mean, it was a fun event, and we've got a follow-up coming in Roman Nose in August, and we'll add that to the dates here in a minute when I list just 2 or 3 days. Excuse me. Other events that happened. I want to go ahead and mention this one, and then I'll talk to Stephen a little bit, because the very same day, the morning of Moonshine Madness, we had the Norman Conquest. Boom! Lightning happening. We're inside though. We're not outside, so we're all good. As long as it doesn't get the bikes on the porch, but they're all grounded pretty good, so we're probably safe. Norman Conquest. Again, I don't really even know who's promoting that, but our buddy and our friend, and who's a mountain biker, Jerry Puckett, has been doing a lot of the promotion for that, at least in our area, on our pages, and the area that we have. So I just want to say thumbs up to that. You did a heck of a job promoting that. I have no idea how many people showed up. My guess is a lot. I know that they had a pre-party the night before on Friday night, and 250 people signed up just that night. So probably 3 times that or more signed up, the day of. So it's probably quite crazy. JD Harrison, what's happening? How are you? No, don't know if we've met or not, but welcome to the broadcast, and feel free to comment. So I'm going to toss this out there, and then I'm going to say that I know 2 people that did this. So my buddy Tommy Duvall, Bike One Norman, he tossed out a challenge last week to anybody on his team Phoenix fellas and ladies, if they wanted to do the double up, do the Norman Conquest. Was it a 78, 76?
62, I believe it was.
62? Okay, it was the longest, and I couldn't remember, but you did more because you rode from your house. And double up and do at least 6, I think it was 6 laps at the Moonshine Madness Endurance Series. He was going to give him $200. So, Tommy, Team Phoenix folks, let me know if anybody accomplished that. I'm not sure. So let me know, and we'll give some kudos and stuff like that. Jetty Harrison, Jethro's my son. And oh, okay, yeah, Trip, very cool, Jetty. So yeah, I think we've said hi and bye. So come up and hit me up, and we'll chat sometime. And yeah, for sure. However, outside of Tommy's challenge, I know that 2 people did it. Malachi Caldwell did it. He's currently with my good friends, the Cordises. They're all in West Virginia fixing to do mountain bike nationals. And sitting next to me, my buddy Stephen Schmidt, Smitty to us, he doubled up. He doubled up even a little bit more, because he didn't just go to Norman Conquest. He rode from his house, because he lives in Norman, to the race site. Then he rode the Norman Conquest, and he rode home. So I think you ended up with...
It's about 75 miles for the Conquest, yeah.
Then had a few hours to recover and get ready, and then he came out and did Moonshine Madness. So just give us, so tell us how your day went. Tell us how. So give us the quick view of the Norman Conquest. How was it? How'd you feel? And then lead into Moonshine Madness.
Felt decent going into the Conquest. I actually meant to register Friday evening and completely forgot. Getting ready for the Conquest.
You're a mountain biker. It's okay, man. We all forget. We suck at that.
And get my bike ready and some things of that nature, and completely forgot. So I had to roll in a little bit earlier than anticipated, but it was all good. Went in, got registered, got lined up. So a few people there. It's good to see. And we got rolling and started off, I guess, fairly fast. And started going through the hills, and my goal is really just to honestly to ride, a bunch of wheels because I knew I had a long day. But I ended up up front, do a little bit of pulling, so I do like to do my share.
Who are you with most of the time? Was there any group or team that you're around? So
well, DNA came down. I think they left from Elemental Coffee.
Gotcha.
Came down. Yeah. So I think they were kind of leading, but I was just, I was going to kind of sit in the back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because you had a big day coming up that night.
Absolutely. And one thing, I had 4 22-ounce bottles with me, and it was a little bit heavy. So when I was going into it, when I left the house going into get registered, I'm like, man, it's going to be a long day. That extra weight surprised me a little bit.
Yeah.
I should have thought about
Water's heavy.
Yeah.
It is.
So went in there. I was like, man, I'm really just going to have to ride a bunch of wheels. And so that's pretty much what I did. DNA rolled out. We got going, and unfortunately, I think one of their guys crashed, and I think he was okay. Might have been some bike damage, I heard. But they all stopped and, helped their team out, and we all kind of stopped with them for a little bit, and then like, all right, we kind of need to get going and get rolling again. And so we took off, and we're rolling through the hills, doing pretty well, and I'm kind of up towards the lead, but more or less riding wheels. And kind of expecting DNA to come back pretty soon, and didn't show up for a while. And then
it's like, where's my wheels, man? I'm going by myself.
But we were rolling pretty good. And there's a tandem involved that was also at one of the other charity events. And Miles for Smiles, and dude, those guys are training and they are flying. Man, those tandem couple is good.
Yeah, and it's hard to ride them because it's like they go super fast downhill and they slow up on the climb.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and I try to help them out a few times and try to pace with them.
It's hard to pace.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're rolling along, and then all of a sudden, about maybe 3/4 of the way in, maybe DNA shows up, and I see them. I'm like, all right, they're here. But I wasn't really thinking too much, and all of a sudden I look up and they're gone. I'm like, man, didn't pay attention. So I was off the back, and I'm like, man, I want to try and stay with them. Yeah. So I bumped my pace up a little bit, tried pretty hard. The tandem guys, couple, kind of pulled me along a little bit, and I couldn't even stay on their wheel. So it was a bit of a tough day.
That happens.
Yeah.
So you finished up most of the end by yourself, and then
finished up. I did probably the
home.
last 10, 15 miles roughly was solo, and then got back to the start point and cruised back home.
Cool.
Did a little recovery and then cruised back home and started getting ready for the Moonshine Madness. So it was a good day.
Awesome. Yeah. So how'd your moonshine go?
Moonshine was tough.
Yeah, a little fatigue and
pretty fatigued, and got down there fairly early, got set up, got ready, and the first lap I was like, man, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just going to grind it. I'm just going to ride my pace and find a pace that it's going to be slow, but I'm just going to keep going until I can.
Yeah.
And got my 6 laps in, and my 6th lap or my 5th lap, my right knee and my calf area just started getting really hurting. Some really
I remember you talking about that. So
so did that, and I was like, man, I got to start thinking about kind of the future a little bit. I don't want to do any permanent damage to my knee to where I have to go to the doctor and all that. I'm like, man,
obviously didn't.
Should I keep going? Should I keep going? I'm like, I did one more lap because it started hurting really bad on the 5th. The 6th lap was no. My knee was just saying, hey, you need to get off, and kind of take care of yourself. And I got my 6 laps in, and
it's good.
Kind of happy with that. I wanted to do the whole 4 hours, but
yeah, but you still did like 3.5 and change.
3:20, 3:30, somewhere in there.
Yeah, but then you got to sit in the pool afterwards, though, right?
I did get in the pool, and that was really nice. That was awesome.
Dagan, the pool was a really, really good idea.
Yep.
That was cool. Everybody had a good time with that. And I got to do some shout outs here. We got a whole bunch of people checking in.
Nice.
Dang it. Hate not having a mouse. Hunter Farrington checked in. What's happening, Hunter? Hell, there's no telling where Hunter's at. I see him riding around on his dang motorcycle all the time. Facebook pics. He's all over the place. Oh yeah, Jeremy posted. Duh. I just stated that Malachi Caldwell did the double. He rides for Team Phoenix. How brilliant is that? Like, I don't know that. So If there may be somebody else that also did it. If there is, then let me know, and they have to share the money. If not, I guess Malachi gets a fair. I wants to spend $200. So awesome. Javon Scoggins, Team Fat Tire. Still riding single speed. I don't know if he's got gears or not. I just saw him on single speed out at Outback. That's when I first met him. Kevin Snyder joined, and apparently John Denton is knack. I think that was supposed to be back. Yes, I mean back, but I was just being a smart ass. So I guess he got food. He's back. Yes, I hear giggling from the cheap seats. Josh Brazil, what's happening? Brent White checked in. Joanne Roberts checked in. Erica Kessel checked in. John Vidito, what's happening, John? Forrest Smith again. Forrest Smith is a regular. He's an ex-Okie for you guys that don't know, and we love him. He goes back. He goes back before me, but you know, I still feel old school like him because I actually got to race with him for a couple of years before he decided to move off and go work. You know, go to Wisconsin and work at Trek. John Bauman, what's happening? Colin Towney.
Tell the link to post.
Colin Towney, I will absolutely. You know what? I'll just do that right now. So I'm going to do an update here in a minute, and I'm going to try to give out some dates, and I'll try to rephrase this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. So some of our old friends from Tulsa, cool, they're in Cimarron, which is, I don't know, just like 35 minutes from here, something like that. And we spent a good time there because there was a flash flood on our way in, and we got stuck in Cimarron for like 2 hours. So we ate at a restaurant there, and this is where Colin and Aaron Taney now own and run the Blue Dragonfly. I believe that is correct. Did I screw that up? That's right, Blue Dragonfly, right? Yes. And it is a bed and breakfast, and I don't know if it's, you guys can give me the official scoop, but I know they're working on their license. So they have a brewery. Man, I totally can't say that. Going in, it is like up and operational, I think. They're just waiting for their license to come in, as well as a barbecue place. So it's happening. But anyway, they are also hosting on August the 25th. So you got about a month to prepare for this. They have a really cool gravel event out here. Excuse me. And it is called the Cimarron Challenge. We can post a link up later. In fact, Colin, just post a link up on here as well so people can link to it. August 25th, Cimarron, New Mexico, right out here near Angel Fire. It's a great environment. There's some just beautiful places, and the gravel's out in that area is just beautiful. We're looking at doing a possible gravel ride out in there as well too, and it's happening. Hey, looks like we got like some peripheral.
A little bit.
Got some peripheral porch action over here, you know. Des hanging on the porch, she's waving, she's barely in the picture. So anyway, so the shout out to Colin. We'll try to get on that in a minute. There he goes. Colin just posted the Facebook link to the Cimarron Challenge. So there's been all kinds of crazy weather up here. We've had fires, drought, and now all of a sudden we're in what they call the monsoon season. I guess it really is called the monsoon season. So it rains like almost every day. So all of that has been taken care of. The rain really doesn't affect things up here too much. It just wets everything down. I mean, the next day everything's golden, so it rains and everything's great. Hey, there's Gail. So she was avoiding getting on camera, but Gail's out there hanging out too. So she was there briefly. Clint Locke, what's happening? So anyway, so come on up. Next month if you guys, want a great gravel event. So check that out, and man, let's come on out. It'd be fun to, especially for some Okies, to come out to New Mexico and support some fellow Okies at their new venture and at their new place. So, and Colin, I hope to try to link up with you guys. It's so hard to make that happen because you know how it is when you're on vacation and you're trying to get everything done. So, how did we get Ava in the picture? Ava. This is. Oh, we're gonna get the double up. Okay, so right here. So this is Gail, right here. This is Gail. She's been hanging out here, and her family owns this. Her son Clay, Desiree knows through work, and they connected us to this beautiful cabin that is their family cabin going, back, and it's beautiful. There's upstairs, downstairs. There's balconies on the back, but it was too dark out there and the signal wasn't as good. So we're up here in the front in the kitchen area looking. This is the front porch with all the bikes and the rain and beautiful area. And that was Ava that was here too. So yeah, so Ava was on camera for just a little bit. Ava's a beautiful, beautiful German Shepherd. So beautiful dog.
Oh, to give the Ava?
Sneaking underneath the
Yeah,
table.
she's under the table now. So. Travis Dunn will be riding gravel out south of Angel Fire in a few weeks. Take the rain with you, Wizard.
See if I can get Ava around here.
Travis, that's the plan. But it rains off and on. What's really, really funny is it's rained every.
This is Ava.
So this is Ava.
Hi, Ava.
She is a beautiful, beautiful German Shepherd. It's just so nice. So she's just been hanging out.
Good girl. She is.
But yeah, Travis, the thing is, it's been raining a lot, but it rains at certain times. Now, we've had a lot of rain in the evening, but most of our days have been fine. And honestly, just bring the right gear, bring a rain jacket and a backpack so you can put the rain jacket on, and then, it'll go away and you can get back after it. And it doesn't matter if it rains on the gravel because you're still going to be fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, the terrain's wet, dry, it's all good, so you'll be fine. Man, I have no idea where I'm at.
I think it went pretty well.
Oh, we're not even close. Okay,
Did
so
you call him to the post? Did he?
yeah. He posted links, so we're all good.
Yay.
Still got to get over there to see those guys. So, Colin, we may have a plan in the works to do some gravel your way, and then I'll hit you guys up if we get there. So I don't know. We're still trying to work that out, and if I can get that worked out, we'll talk more about that here in a minute. So, David Swanson, what's happening? Scott Stinson, what's happening? Fat Tire Festival. I don't have a lot to talk about Fat Tire Festival. We didn't do Fat Tire this year. We have done Fat Tire for several years, but we had a lot of stuff going on. I say us personally. I mean, Steve and Desiree and I had a lot of stuff going on. Me and the stupid knee had a lot of stuff going on. And the rest of our Bike Lab family and team had a lot of things going on. So, I mean, we've got people in West Virginia. We've got people on vacation. We're out here in Angel Fire. And honestly, I'm hoping things have got better this year, and I hope that they continue to get better. But we've just, we've had some issues with the Omnium and how things happened at Fat Tire Festival, and so we just weren't real sold on going out there. I think that they have a little change of leadership out there with a few people, and I'm hoping that they continue that and that revives and revitalizes that race. And when that happens, Bike Lab will be back and we'll be strong. We'll bring 15, 20 people out there for the Omnium, and we'll knock it out. But right now, we'll wait and see how that happens. So I know that some of our guys still went out there. I say some of our guys, some of our Turd Dirt family. I know that we had Cody Pollard, our good buddy Heath Arning. Kara was out there. Now I can't remember Kara's new last name. She just got married. I don't know. So someone can post and tell me, because I know some of you guys know.
Congratulations, Kara. Got our top hat.
Top hat. There you go. I was going to say Heath, but I can't remember if I said Heath Arning or not before you said that. So I'll say Heath again, and a third time possibly. I know Toby was out there. Toby and I think his boys were out there. I don't know if his boys raced, but I know they were out there on vacation doing all kinds of hiking. I saw the Facebook pics. You guys look like you had a good time. Plus, they were out here just last week in Angel Fire. I saw those pictures. We just, we just missed them. And let's see who else. Oh, I can't leave out Ray and his boys. And I say boys because Ray is, really, really taking on a leadership role with a lot of the Tulsa juniors. And I think he brought his son and two other juniors out there, and they camped and raced, and he raced and did well. And of course, He told us how well all the boys did, but he never did tell us how well he did. I'm pretty sure he did quite well. Probably got an Omnium top hat. So, well, you know. Anyway, let us know. So, and if there's anybody else out there that did it from Oklahoma that I missed, sorry. I'm going by the Facebook posts, and I've been on the road a lot, so probably missed you guys. So, Colin, we're going to be out here until probably Saturday.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more days, so we'll make it happen. Travis Dunn said rode MTB on the green belts last year. Yeah, there's a lot of little trails locally around here. And I think the green belts, I don't exactly know, link a lot of the different things up here locally and Angel Fire and stuff. Not real sure. X-Spice, what's happening? James Gann popped in. Bob Davis, Continental Divide Trail, Wolf Creek Pass, 10,000. Oh, so that might have been what he did today. Bob Davis, I'll give him a shout out here in a minute. Another fellow teammate, but I want to hold that off until I get to that section. Lloyd Graham, Rusty Daly, RFD, our local buddy and a guy we travel with and ride with sometimes when he's not working or with his kids. So. All right, let's do a quick update on dates, and then we'll call it a day on that. I'm going to get right into the heart of this. We're already 31 minutes in, so this guys better just sit back and hang on. It's going to be an hour because we talk a lot. But we'll try to short it up because I know we're already at 31. Oh, man, that's some good box wine. Yeah, let me get another sip. Oh, yeah, taste it. It doesn't make me burp, so that I don't have to do this like when I'm trying to talk. So I only have 3 upcoming dates. There's probably other things. These are the only 3 things that are on our radar, and really only 2 of these are on our radar. We've got Moonshine Madness, the 3rd and final leg of the series. So I'm so stoked that we had this series, and I only hope that we make it bigger and better next summer. We're gonna just keep rolling it. Angela Cordes, absolutely Team Winebox. And Moonshine Madness, August 11th. August 11th. So got a few weeks, couple weeks, 3 weeks. I can't do the math. I'm not even sure what the date is today, 20 something. Yeah, whatever. Lisa Norris, what's happening? And we've got a lot of people checking in that I don't think have checked in a while. So man, glad to see you, Lisa. It's glad you checked in, and it's been a while since we've chatted. Hotter than hell. Oh, let me back up. August 11th, Moonshine Madness Endurance Series, final race of the season. Roman knows. Not sure the course out there yet, but again, Celestial, Tegan, and the park service connection, or the park ranger connection out there. They're working on that, going to make that happen. And as soon as they have something viable, they'll let everybody know. Again, all this is new, so just bear with them, and please be patient. It's not like you have an active course ready to go. We're trying to dial these in a little bit differently. So anyway, so August 11th, Moonshine Madness final race, be there. Hotter than hell. I don't know that any of us are doing that. We might. Stephen may go over and do a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking at doing it. I'll be starting back to work at that point, so probably skipping. Not sure. One of those things, we've done a lot of those. So I know we'll have. I think we've got a bike lab crew going over, maybe trying to do just do the 100 miler. Usually we get a group together and they try to finish it in a certain time. So I don't know if we still have that going or not. So that's really it. And that's August 23rd through the 26th, depending on what you do. I know there's all kinds of events. There's triple threat. You can do 3 events. Then there's just the Friday night mountain bike race. There's the Saturday 100 miler, and then there's smaller rides on Saturday as well too. And then, so I guess it's 23rd, 24th, 25th. So I guess it's 4 days.
3. Only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday triple threat.
That's what I thought, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw 23rd through 26th. So I don't know why it's 23rd through 26th.
Maybe they changed something.
So honestly, I didn't look it up that well. So anyway, hotter than hell that weekend. Good to go. We had another one pop up called Hell of the North in Texas. Just a gravel ride. Don't have a lot of information on that, but I know it's available, and some of you guys are headed that direction. It might be something to look up. If any of you are interested, holler at me, and we'll definitely find some more information. I don't have a lot of information on it. RFD missed the first half. How was South Boundary? We don't know yet. We haven't done it. We'll talk about it here in a minute. That is on our upcoming possibilities of rides. We've only been here 2 days, so haven't got there yet. We wanted to get up here, acclimate, do some rides, get our legs. And I say we, Steven and Des. I'm not doing it. I'm not ready yet. But
I'm gonna miss you out there too, man.
yeah,
Thanks.
nah, it's all good. I'm gonna have a good time sagging and going to Taos and hanging out at the brewery while you guys ride 21 miles. All right. Des,
Yes.
you need to come in here.
Okay.
So, let's see. So I took my notes and I skipped around. So, it's funny. I mean, this happens to us all the time, and maybe it happens to you guys, but I just find it funny. We travel, as you know, Desiree and I, and Steven's been traveling with us for a long time, 5 years. We travel a lot together. We go to all kinds of places. We always find it funny that no matter how far we go, no matter how many random places we go, we always run into people that we know. We've been to Angel Fire twice. And both times we've run into people that we knew from Oklahoma. I've worked with people or just random cyclists that are from the same place that we're from. And all of that has happened again. So I'm just going to give a quick shout out, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of these because some of these stories are really funny. So today we're doing a little modified Enchanted Circle loop, and we get to the Cuesta stop, which I actually got to ride from Red River to Cuesta and back while these guys went ahead and went on, and then I rode back to Red River to get the car and sag for them. But we hit Cuesta, Chamber of Commerce. Shout out to the ladies in there who gave us some information and talked to us and came on out, took a picture, took a good picture for us. Some random guy named Carl on a gravel bike, been doing a big Enchanted Circle gravel thing that he had created. And apparently he used to live out in that area. He currently lives in Oklahoma City. And lo and behold, he rolls up while we're sitting in Cuesta at the Chamber of Commerce. We got a picture on Facebook of it. So maybe he'll link up to us on Facebook and we'll be friends now. But, it's just random. We're out in the middle of nowhere in Cuesta, New Mexico. We run into a guy from Oklahoma City. How cool is that? We see a post from Herb Brown, who I don't think we've met. I did see the post and commented. Herb posted on Facebook and said, "Hey, we saw some Bike Lab guys riding from Angel Fire to Cuesta, and someone, and I think Robert Watson posted that, our names on there, and I posted that was us, and so I guess Herb's out here on vacation with his family and just saw us. So I mean, again, another random connection, and look who we found. I've got my good friend and one of my best high school friends and college friends. He currently lives in Texas, and him and his family work and live there. He's in Pagosa Springs. He messaged me just a minute ago. Honestly, it was right before this, and I haven't had a chance to respond. So Marty, I don't know if you're a listener or anybody, I'll respond to you later. And I've also got Marla Nyworth. I worked with Marla I worked with her for 16 years, and then she retired last year, and she's moved permanently up here, I think permanently to Red River. So trying to link up with her over the next couple of days, go see her. So her and her husband Jimmy live up here, and anyway, local connection that I literally worked with her for 16 years, and she's just right over the ridge. So 30 minutes before I go live tonight, I get a call from David and Amy Ham, friends of ours through gravel in Kansas, and they're like, "We wish that we'd have known, and we'd have gone a week earlier." They're trying to talk us into staying a week late. They're coming up here next week, and he wants to do the South Boundary Trail. So shout out to them, and we'll give you guys the 411 on the South Boundary. Well, I can give you the information, but they're doing it. So I'm just saying. Then our teammate Bob Davis. So Bob Davis writes for Bike Lab, and didn't talk to Bob, no plans, but yeah, we ran into him last night at the Enchanted Circle Brewery, which we'll talk more about that in a minute because that's a heck of a funny story. Well, more there. And then we ran into him at the house. Rio Grande Gorge. Mm-hmm. Is that what it's called? Okay. Rio Grande Gorge today, and he's on his way to Montana to visit family. So anyway, I mean, we ran into him, and then you guys saw him on the mountain bike because you guys are going out for your road ride tonight. So yeah, so just random stuff. And then, of course, I've already mentioned Colin and Aaron Tawney that we talked about the Cimarron Challenge gravel race. They own the Blue Dragonfly pub and brewery, as well as bed and breakfast. So
how you didn't get lost at Garcia Park? You were at Garcia Park?
I'm not sure what Garcia Park is, Little John. So maybe we didn't get lost because we didn't know we were there. Bobby Smith, definitely a small world. Toby, Motoscript, T-Script checked in. Yes, Linda Tickle. So Linda and Mike are like traveling all over the place. Those guys are having so much fun in retirement. So anyway, so that's just some random people that we ran into while we're up here. But now I want to talk a little bit more just about folks I have around me. You guys are fairly familiar with Desiree. Smitty's on for the first time. You guys know Steven because, I don't know, Steven knows. We've been traveling together for a long time. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll get lost there.
We haven't ridden South Boundary yet. We're trying to do that either tomorrow or Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do it Thursday.
It's on the rain now.
Yeah.
We don't know now.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for the rain to see how that goes, and then they're gonna try to do the South Boundary coming up in a couple of days. So as we map it out, Little John, I may hit you up if we have to worry about getting lost at Garcia Park. We may get the 411 from you so that we don't. So, but I want to lead into this, so I just want to start talking to these guys a little bit. So at this point, I just want to talk to Desiree, and I want to talk to Steven. Steven, I guess you kind of came into our space like 2013.
Yeah.
So what is your what's your first thought? I mean, when do you remember running into us for the first time, and how did that happen?
Well, my first race was a little bit before I met you guys. Was Clear Bay, Lake Thunderbird. Mm-hmm. I think I saw you guys out there, and it's like, man, they look like an interesting couple that's experienced, and it's probably a good idea to get to know them and get to know how things work and go, get some experience. And but then me and Des actually talked. She doesn't really remember, but the end of that season, I think I got second place overall for state, and she actually kind of yelled at me a little bit, and not in a bad way.
Can't imagine.
She was looking at the list of who to call up on the podium, and I'm sitting there looking, and I'm pretty excited. This is my first time ever doing mountain biking or anything like that. And she's looking at the list. I'm like, "You looking at my name? You looking at my name?" And she's like, just sitting there, kind of. I'm like, "That's me. That's me, Comey." And she looks up at me. It's like, "Well, then get up there." And I'm like, "Oh, sorry," And
so you got up there.
So that was actually the first time. And
that's a good one.
Yeah. But awesome. We kind of officially met. I decided to join the Bike Lab squad, and we chili bike 2013. Kind of in the parking lot. I think I had a kid on, or maybe not. I don't know, but I know I was looking at you guys like, man, the same guys that I was interested trying to get some experience from. And you guys called me up and said, hey, you want to ride with us? Yeah, heck yeah, I do. And so me and Des kind of rode together for the first, actually for all of it.
We did. We stayed together.
Because I was only Cat 3, so I was kind of slow, and we wanted to ride together. Corey wanted to ride with some of his buddies for a little bit, so I rode with Des for a while, and we just started kind of riding together. And towards the end of chili bike, I think it was on the Blue Trail, the corporate trail over there.
The blue was probably the last one we did. I think that usually we do that. Yeah.
And we just kind of started racing each other. And man, it was fun, and it really just started there. We just started talking to each other and hanging out and started traveling and stuff. These guys really, really helped me out.
We sprinted to the finish, remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's
I
right.
sprinted to a finish at Chili Bike.
Heck yeah.
I challenge
That
him.
happened.
Challenge him to sprint on the
Well,
road.
she was teaching me, so
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Cool.
these two guys in the bike lab, man, they're really a big, big reason why I've been able to move up.
Speaking of bike lab, we were talking earlier, so don't tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe somebody else can correct me, but I'm pretty sure you are currently the only original member of the Bike Lab mountain bike team. I think there were only 3 of you guys, 2 of which are not cycling and definitely not cycling for Bike Lab. I think right now you're the original Bike Lab member.
So
And that happened like when? 2012, right?
I think it was 2012 I joined. You guys weren't on the squad yet.
Correct.
You guys came last year, but I didn't have a kit yet. You know, it took a little while to get a kit. And so I actually joined there, and I think the second half of that Tour de Dirt season, I was actually with the lab team.
Cool.
So
So what? How did that happen? I mean, how did you decide to join Bike Lab, and especially back then when they really didn't have a strong presence in mountain biking?
no, I think they only had a couple people. James Dempsey was one, and I saw him. So that kind of made me, you know, he was wearing the kit, and I saw that he was a pretty good rider.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to, you know, check out the shop. And I think I walked in and met Tony Stewart. I work at Tinker, and we were going through kind of a follow situation. So, like, you know, if I want to keep racing, I'm going to have to kind of hook up and, you know, work with the shop and kind of help me out. And walked in there and said, hey, you know, I think I want to join you guys' team. Like, you know, they totally supported me and said, you know, welcome to the team.
Great.
Hooked me up, gave me, you know, and have been supporting me ever since.
since.
And I can't thank you guys enough. And big part of how I've been able to move up to Cat 1 from Cat 3 over the years.
For sure. And, you know, and Steven, you know, I'm glad that's happening. It's so cool that you're involved on the ground level, really. And I have to admit, you know, Des and I came into that a little bit afterwards. But still, even at that point, I think there were probably I bet there weren't even 10 of us. There were like 5 or 6 of us. Yeah. And agreed. I mean, thumbs up to Tony and, you know, and the crew then, currently now, you know, at our new shop. And, you know, it's Tony and Jeremy, you know, mainly. And Corey Denton's, you know, wrenching for it. Yeah, poor Corey Denton's fixing all the crappy stuff, all the stuff that we break, and Ryan's doing that now too. And, you know, Matt is taking care of the coffee shop, and, you know, of course, then, you know, we've got Russell that helps support, you know, us from the back end. That Russell's just, you know, Russell's a guy that you guys don't see, but, you know, I don't, if you guys know the story, and that's, you know, that's for someone else to tell, but Russell was a very, very important part of this team right here. But from the mountain bike side, I have to give kudos to Tony. Tony pretty much just turned Des and I loose. He said, make it happen. And damned if we don't have, I don't even know how many mountain bikers we have at this point. I would say 30. At any given time, we have 15 to 17 that race. And it's just, you know, we just kind of, and we're kind of staying in that. We're adding people, and we're racing and doing well. But you know what? We're having a damn good time doing it, and that's the whole plan. So
I have to say hi to Joe. Joe rode really well this weekend.
Joe Hope,
Moonshine Madness.
Team Phoenix, thumbs up.
Rode well. Really enjoyed riding with you.
So I guess Joe and Des got to ride together for a few laps. So yeah, thumbs up. Lori McCarty checked in. How are you doing, Lori? Bobby Smith, what's up? Yeah, so yeah, Elliot's up here. Of course, it's again another Oklahoma connection. So Elliot Rada from, I'd say Oklahoma. I mean, he's from Kansas, but Kansas. I mean, hell, for us, we're doing, you know, when we're doing gravel, man, you Kansas guys are just like Oklahoma's does. So you guys are family too. So I honestly, Bobby, I forget that you actually live in Kansas because I feel like you're in Oklahoma. you're a vetted Okie regardless of where you live. So anyway, yeah. So that's cool. I mean, I'm glad to hear that story. I'm glad to hear that from Steve. And man, yeah, our team has changed so much since then. And I mean, it's awesome. And so now it's been 5 years, and this is the. I mean, we have a variety of people that we travel with, but this is our crew right here, the three of us. Honestly, I'd be hard pressed to list all the different places that we go to, but the three of us always go together. And honestly, this is the perfect vacation really for Steve to come with us, because I mean, when you come when you come to Colorado, New Mexico, Utah, places like that, and you do some of the rides up here, it's not like in Oklahoma where you just go out and do like a day trip. You can go out and ride by yourself, do a loop, a couple loops, you're all good to go. Things are more exposed out here. Things are much more out in the woods, so you really don't like to go by yourself. And obviously, I can't do some of the rides, so it's super cool that I can come out and do some of the small rides, and then Steven and Des can do some of the big rides. And makes me feel comfortable knowing that they're together, and that between the two of them, they're going to be okay. So it's very cool.
Still haven't seen a bear yet.
No bears.
Where's the bears, Gail?
Yeah, I know. Gail keeps telling us there's bears. We haven't seen one yet. Maybe we need to sell some food. So
And this morning, a deer came up out when I was outside working on my bike. Just came up and started grazing in the front yard.
It was right outside where the bikes are at, right here, chilling out.
Really
so
cool.
Andy Harris checked in. What is happening? I haven't seen Andy in forever. Alex
Hi,
Canada.
Andy. We missed you at Moonshine Madness on Saturday. I was hoping you'd show.
Alex Canada, so you're in New Mexico. Alex, I never know where you're at, dude. You're traveling all around. That's Bobby Smith. I'm a Can Okie. Kansas Okie. There you go. Or Okansan. There you go. Okansan flows better.
I like Okansan.
Okansan works better. That's cool. All right, so we're gonna finish up with just telling some stories here. We had a couple of interesting engagements and things we've met into. So I want to lead into. Let me backtrack. Let's see what time we're at. We're at 52. You know what? I'm going to skip a couple of these. I'm going to go real quickly and just give you a quick update, and then we're going to move into a couple of these stories. So we've done 2 rides. Day 1 yesterday, Stephen and Desiree. Where'd you guys go? Give me just a quick 2-minute trail, you guys.
Yesterday, was it Ladies Slippery?
Lady Slippery over to South Boundary.
Over to South Boundary Trail, and decent trails, a lot of climbing.
Yeah.
But it was fun. Very, very scenic and very cool area. Really, really close to where we're staying at, so very convenient.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, we all rode from here. So
yeah.
I buzzed around on all the gravel roads around here, and then I rode the highway all the way up to where they exited out of the kind of the woods area, and then onto the area where they linked up the gravel road to the trailhead for the South Boundary, which is where they're going to go here in the next couple of days to actually start the South Boundary Trail. And so that's what we did yesterday. So, then today, they decided to do an Enchanted Circle. We wanted to stay on the road because we knew we had some weather coming in. And actually, we got really lucky, and it didn't come in until we got back here. So we were fine. So they did, Angel Fire, Red River, Cuesta, Taos, and then at Taos, instead of cruising straight on back to Angel Fire, they decided to go out to the gorge, which is a little sketch. And just because the road's narrow and there's no shoulder.
Yeah, about 50 miles per hour and full cars.
Yeah.
I got blown off the road.
Yeah, got buzzed by a truck.
Big truck. Yeah. After that, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm riding back.
Yeah.
So I just did a small section with them. I did Red River. I parked at Red River and I rode with them to Cuesta, and then I turned around as they kept going. I rode back to the truck, and then I drove to the gorge and got them. And then we went to Taos Mesa Brewing Mothership, and had some beers and some super spicy salad and food, and just enjoyed the environment there, and then we cruised on back home. let's talk about. So as after the gorge, we went to the mother to
Or something?
Earth. What's it called, Gail?
Earthship.
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 Wow. So this was tripping. So we thought this was just some weird little, tourist trap, but it turns out this is actually an entire community and environment devoted to. I said off the grid. I said off the grid living, and the guy corrected me and said no, autonomous living. So basically, they create these houses, and I'm not going to go into the details, but they're tripping in solar, and they're completely
Out of tires and beer cans.
off the grid. And autonomous means they completely function on their own. They need no assistance from anything else.
The homes are built, Gail said, from tires and beer cans.
Beer cans, soda cans.
And soda cans.
Tires, cans,
And that's pretty
adobe,
cool.
human labor,
Solar power.
solar power.
Grow their own plants.
Yeah, they grow their own plants, and there's a whole ecology of where the water goes in, and the water is used to grow plants, and then it turns to gray water, and it's used for toiletry, and there's a whole process. Anyway, so it turns out it's actually a real thing. It's not just some crazy. Well, they were still they still seemed kind of weird, but anyway, that was just us. But it was really interesting and really neat. So anyway, that was a fun experience and totally cool. But I want to back up a day. So after the ride, we decided that we always try to find a brewery around where we're at, and there's a brewery here in Angel Fire, Enchanted Circle Brewery, and they have restaurants, so we decided to go up there and eat, and we chilled out at the bar, and like usual, Des talks the locals up, and so we met Dave at the bar, and then we got who was it, Angry Contractor.
Angry Contractor.
If we don't know who Angry Contractor is, that was just really funny because that's actually a beer that was there. That was kind of a pain in the ass, and so Angry Contractor.
He was nice.
Yeah,
He was angry.
he was sort of nice. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, it was fun calling him Angry Contractor. We don't know who this guy is. We don't really care. And then we had Perry / we called him Perry all night, so we realized at the end of the night his name was actually Harry.
Harry, and his last name was
Tush.
Harry Tush.
And Harry was super fun.
Yeah.
And told us the story and laughed about it and said his childhood sucked, and that he did not pass Harry on to his kids, even though he was Harry the Third. So
Harry.
But the story of the night was Super Dave that sat next to Desiree in the bar. Des, so tell us
Well, he's one of the originals that started the South Boundary.
right?
Yeah.
What are the
Or
odds?
we claimed the South Boundary.
Claimed the South Boundary.
Right.
Yeah.
He said in 84, 85, they reclaimed it. So I guess it had gone in disrepair, and I really don't know the story before that. I didn't do my research prior to this broadcast, but it was non-existent. And he was a motorcycle rider and just getting into mountain biking. And him and a group of people decided they wanted to go do that, get it going again for either cycling or riding, and worked with the Forest Service, and they went out, marked it, reclaimed it. Forest Service was taking horses out there to carry heavy equipment, and him and his crew were going out there and meeting them and chainsawing. And
Yeah, say hi, Forrest. Forrest joined us for a little while.
yeah, no, I saw that. He just he said hi. Yeah, he checked in earlier. I said hi. So
David joined and Chris Southern.
Tegan's in.
Gail.
Scott Hutchins is in. Oh, they're hitting this. Yeah. So our Texas crew is headed to Rio Dosa next week. Chris Southern joined. Tegan said Wheeler Crit tonight. 5 ladies are.
Cat 5 ladies.
Cat 5 ladies are free next week. So all you ladies that want to do crit racing in Oklahoma, Cat 5 crit racing, Wheeler Crit, free next week. But yeah, so that was super fun. I mean, we just hung out at that the Enchanted Circle Brewery, and I mean, what are the odds that we're going to run into? And not only did Dave help reclaim South Boundary, which is so known for this area and mountain biking, but but he was the electrician that worked on the house, the cabin that we're staying in. He wired the hot tub that's downstairs that you saw the picture of us in. Well, you saw them in because they were cold. I was nice, I didn't ride. But anyway, so what are the odds, you know? Yeah, super cool. All right, and I'm like totally off.
I think we're good.
So, all right, so I don't know. I think I'm going to close up shop here and give us our so what's upcoming for us. Maybe we'll talk about it next Tuesday. Like I said, these two south boundary next day or two, depends on the weather. Going to make that happen. Angel Fire 2 Taos.
Me and Gal might go ride horses.
They might do that, so they're still trying to come up with some horse riding. Steven here, we're going to try to pick someday where Des and I go ride something, and Steve's going to go out and just do a day hike and camp overnight out in the woods, do his thing, and
see a bear.
Hopefully not get eaten by a bear.
There you go. Yeah, definitely don't get eaten. I don't
That would be nice.
Bear.
Yeah, we don't. We want to see a bear here. We don't want you to get eaten by a bear.
No.
That's not good. So, anyway, so he's going to day hike in the mountains, go camp, stay overnight, and then we don't know how we're going to figure that out. So
Yeah, if anybody knows a good place just to do kind of an easy backpacking trip, overnight trip, tune in, let me know.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of trails around here, but I haven't really picked anything yet. So.
yeah. So if anybody knows a good place to just go hike, maybe a little place they can just go and throw a tent down and chill for the evening, let us know. I know there's plenty of people.
I have to ask. I have to say that we rode Bobcat Pass today, and technically about bicycles, if you ride one bike, you can climb Bobcat Pass with one bike. I did today and rode fine.
Des kicked my butt today.
No, you kicked my butt today. You rode so good.
Yeah, she pulled me
Beat
for
me
a
on
little
Bobcat
while.
Pass.
So.
What'd you have on the front? What car did you have on the
50 on the front. 50.
No, 50 on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's big.
Yeah, 50, 32, I think, on the back.
There you go.
But I was grinding. I wasn't flying, but I was grinding.
She was not far behind me at all. And then later on, going into a Taos, she pulled me up some hills. And I was getting kind of fatigued and tired. And here comes Des, and I'm like, okay, cool. Ride a wheel for a little bit, and she kind of took off. So yeah, it was good.
As I'm driving in the car with the music on, drinking a cold beer legally.
Sorry.
No, I really didn't do that. No. You guys know me. You totally know I did do that. We're also looking at, so Des and I may try to link up a gravel ride. There's, looks like there's a little place that's north of Cuesta called Costilla. There's a gravel road that comes out of there that comes into Cimarron. So we haven't quite figured out how we're going to work that out. I don't know. Maybe we'll start at Cimarron and go out and back. I don't know. Anyway, it's a
Colin just posted
possibility.
Rio Costilla Campground.
Hi, right there. Look at that.
Yeah,
We just said Rio Costilla.
Yay.
Man.
That is
Awesome.
what Gail says. Come say hi again, Gail.
So then, okay.
She's the best.
So see, Colin just totally linked up. Yeah, there was Gail.
Yes, that's
So
Gail.
Colin just totally linked up a day for us. So now we can possibly knock out a day hike for him and a gravel ride for us all on the same day, because that's the same campground where Gail said that we should start and ride to Cimarron. So
Are there horses there?
we got to make that happen. We got to make that happen. That's awesome. And then of course we've got the bike park here. It's totally not my thing, not her thing.
His thing.
Stephen may just go do the bike. Stephen may just go do the bike park because he likes jumping stuff.
Well, not too big of jumps, but I'll get a little bit of some.
I think you can rent bikes over there.
Other ones.
Try to rent downhill bikes.
So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that, Colin, dude. We're making that happen, Colin Tawny. We're gonna make that. I haven't figured it out. We'll look at the map and we'll figure out our time and we'll holler at you. We will make that happen. Awesome.
Loving life, having fun.
And then I think we're going to stay possibly another day. We're going to stay till Saturday, and then on our way home, which we haven't really worked out. Honestly, we're just kind of winging it. I mean, I'm on vacation. These guys actually have to take days off work. So, but we're looking at possibly doing Paladura Canyon on the way home.
It's hot.
We may, yeah. If it's yeah, hotter than balls, we may not do it, but who knows? So, and that's it. I need another glass of wine, probably another cold beer, and then we're gonna go chill out. So,
Thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
Stephen, thanks for. I'm glad you guys got to
Thank
meet our
you.
traveling buddy, and
We're gonna be here till Saturday, Bobby.
this would be Smitty, just for you guys. You know, you guys can call him Stephen, but we call him Smitty.
Smitty.
That's just it. That's just what it is. So whether he likes it or not, I don't really care.
Dude, I've been called Schmitty since I was young. Me and my dad, you know, I mean, I get called Schmitty at work. I get,
That's
you
it.
know, dude, it's all good.
All right. Well, we were going to give you an option anyway, so. All right. That's, you know, that's out. So, you know, we're gonna close up shop so Gail can actually watch the news without us yelling and talking into the mic. And we're out. So,
Bobby Smith.
Bobby, what do you want to say?
Bye everyone.
Bobby,
Thank
we're gonna
you
be there
so
on Saturday.
much.
So, all right. See you guys later.
Thanks,
Thanks
guys.
for tuning in and listening to us for an hour and 5 minutes. Peace.
Peace out.
Woohoo! Cool.
Yes, we are.